Not being a lazy cunt.
This is the B Team intro song. Ow, that was my foot.
Hey, I'm Riley, and I'm with my co-defendants, Million, Garrett, and Maisie. Today, we've got some quick, fast tips for you to what to do in the slow season when you find dead water on that ocean front.
Make hay when the sun's shining. Riley tells us a really cool pirate story about the days when he was on the Atlantic Ocean and there was no wind. I was talking to my buddy Nick. He's an old boy like me. We were comparing our following versus, say, the Maisies in the group or my daughter and whatnot. The younger generation, they have completely different followers and completely their followers and their fans and their customers and whatnot have they're completely different. Like I don't have 22-year-olds following me for my work. I have the guys that I've tattooed for 20 years, whatever. Those are the people that I associate with. Just like Ivy's not tattooing 40-year-old dudes. So there is definitely something there. Social media, as much of a pain in the ass as it is, it's definitely fucking relevant. Like, for example, when I post on Facebook, my stuff goes really good on Facebook. It goes like really good. Instagram, I can't get shit. I can get 150 hits on a tattoo on my Facebook, and I can get 20 of the same thing on Instagram. But yeah, that we don't have to talk about that or anything. It was just a topic Million and I were talking about. I haven't tattooed in a week. It was over a week. I did my first tattoo today, outside of the Toys for Tots. I did my first tattoo in probably like 12 days.
That's totally standard. You do a big special like that, and it dries up the market for a while for the rest of the shop. That's totally normal.
I don't know how many places and artists that I've seen that are calling it quits by the end of the year.
It's the wintertime blues. It's always the same. Things slow down in the winter in a lot of parts of the country, a lot of parts of the world. The COVID generation or whatever, they have it hard anytime the wind doesn't blow their way. It's the reset. Right now, I'm starting to reinforce with my crew a different ideal system. We're 20 days away from tax season. Everybody who's just sitting here going nuts and spinning their wheels and losing their mind because they don't have the customers they want this week should be prepping for 2 weeks from now.
On top of that, I think that goes part and parcel with what Garrett was saying about the Instagram versus Facebook thing. I just looked it up. Facebook demographics is anywhere from 25 to 54. And the older generations that wants that older generation stuff is going to be on Facebook. The younger generation that wants the trendy stuff is going to be on Instagram. So me personally, I'm 4-1 Facebook hits. Like if I put something on Facebook, 4-1 that people are going to follow through, turn into leads, and convert.
Yeah.
I might get more attention on Instagram, but I get way less leads and conversions.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, and where somebody like Macy or something like that probably does way better on Instagram or TikTok or Snapchat, simply because the more trendy, smaller pieces that they're not trying to go get a fucking sleeve of realism. They just want that fucking nice, tight little tattoo. But then you compound all of that with, that lull that's coming. Everybody's buying presents for everybody. This is the season to give. It's been drilled in Americans' heads for how many generations? Give. So we're buying gift certificates and gifts and everything else, so they don't have disposable income to come in and get tattooed. But Riley, you're absolutely right. You should be definitely plotting and planning to capitalize on when January comes. So how do you do that? Number one, you start off by spending this time while you have all this free time, building up all those pieces that you want to tattoo, building up all the trending pieces that you're willing to tattoo. Maybe the day after Christmas, you start sending them out online, start hitting people's feeds. With the Facebook generation, they're digging deep. They're reading the posts. They're taking the time on it. With the Instagram generation, they're just zipping right through them. If you suspect it's an ad, you're skipping that fucking thing like that.
Yeah.
Not even a second. You're just zip, 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 zip until something catches your eye. Mm-hmm. So you build up all those designs, get your ass drawing every fucking day. If you're not knocking out a piece of Flash when you don't have things to do, then you're not an artist. You're a hobbyist. you're not working professionally. You're an amateur. Period. If you have nothing else, you've cleaned your shop, you've handled all your fucking paperwork, and you still have time left, you should be drawing fucking tattoos. Unless you have other gigs. If you have other businesses or ventures and stuff like that, that's totally fine. But for those of you that are sitting there that just need just the tattoo thing to work, get off your ass, get the things drawn, put them online. People want to buy what they see. They don't want to buy what you can offer. All those things layer together through this time of year, and yeah, take advantage of it. I know there's been a moment in your year, handful of moments where you're like, fuck, I'm so fucking swamped. I just want to guess what? You got what you wanted. You get to breathe.
Very well said.
Absolutely.
That was kind of preachy, but
I like that.
I'm gonna get off my soapbox now.
Yeah.
No, go back to the.
What do you guys think about the idea? Like when there are these lulls in the season, it's kind of a commonality. That might be a time to just step back away from that flood of marketing and prep for the next wave.
Yes, everybody's giving away gift certificates for $0.25 on the dollar.
Yeah, give
and
away.
everything else trying to get enough money to buy presents. And then in January, February, they're going to be fucked because they might have fucking sold $8,000 worth of gift certificates, but those gift certificates are coming in on January. So you just postponed your fucking income
And they've
drop a month.
They've probably already spent that. They've probably already spent that fucking money too, which is a bad idea.
Absolutely.
I was going to say, back in the day, we would spend this time cold calling people or getting together with our clients that we have had for years and calling them up and going like, okay, tax season. We would just be blunt with them. Tax season's right around the corner, dude. Do you want me to book you a spot? Because I'm going to be slammed in January. I won't be able to get you in. So bring me a deposit and let's schedule you for January 15th. Yeah. And they go, oh, that's right. Tax money's coming in. That's right. I go to H&R Block. I get my check and then I'll see you on the 15th. So not only are you securing money for January, but they're securing money in their head out of that tax check that's already allocated for this tattoo. They've already spent $600. Instead of spinning your wheels and cutting them a deal in December, you get them all the way in January. Do you do that, Lise?
Actually, I haven't. Just really lenient on budget. It's not something that I'm posting that I'm doing a bunch of discount tattoos. But if people come to me and they have something that I want to do and, whatever, and they're like, I only have $300. I know that this might take you 3 hours instead of 2. I'm like, great, let's fucking do it.
Yeah, let's figure it out.
I remember not that long ago, we were having a conversation. You said, I'm just doing a lot more small tattoos or something like that. And that's kind of what I'm doing. My books are full, but I'm just doing a little bit smaller shit, a little bit more bangers. But that is a great idea to just call them like that and hook them in like that.
It never made sense to me to stress out when things got quiet. If we were on old pirate ships and sailing ships that relied on the wind to propel us, and we came across a stretch of the ocean that didn't have any wind and we weren't really going anywhere, it makes no sense to get out oars and row until we're exhausted just to get nowhere faster, basically. That makes no sense. What you should do is sit back and go, okay, well, since the sails aren't being used, it's a good time to repair the sails, right? You just
take advantage of the time.
Right. So you're absolutely right, Million. Just chill out and get ready because, what I hate is people panic in December and make themselves all up in a frenzy and have to work really hard to get nowhere. And then June comes along and I need you to work extra hard and you're tired.
Yeah, well, and I wonder how much of it is budgeting and lifestyle overlapping in a bad way. You started out, you're a $15 an hour wage earner at whatever company, and then finally you get your apprenticeship done, you get your tattoo license, and now you're a full-time tattooer. Now you might be making double what you were before. And all of a sudden your lifestyle changes like that. Mm-hmm. Well, instead of just going out and buying a more expensive car, why don't you just drive the wheels off the one you got? If you maintained a decent budget that you could live off of and then just kept socking money away, you wouldn't have the issues that you're having now. Because, maybe even last year, say, you were doing just fine on the amount of money that was coming in.
This might not be good advice, but if you're a tattoo artist that's actively saving for taxes throughout the whole year and December is your slowest month, and you're consistently setting aside 30%, come December, if you need $400 from that account for bills, like you're pretty much
Right.
set as long as you haven't been tapping into that all year. Yeah, I'm kind of with you guys. Like, I wouldn't stress during the slow season. I got a new sketchbook the other day. I got jelly pens and like I'm chilling. And if I need to pull a little bit of money from my tax account, I know I'm good for that because I've been so diligent about setting that aside all year. I've been preparing for slow season. And I'm really excited for January. And in the meantime, I have new pens.
That's right.
Nice.
Positive spin on it. But look, I think Million's point of like you've been irresponsible all year, and now there's a little troubled water, and it's your rent. It's where you live. I mean, you're in dire straits, and this is where we come across this thing where they're like, "Well, I'm quitting tattoo, and I'm going to go get a straight job." That's where it is,
Yep.
and that's why I'm like, go ahead. Go get a straight job. Go do whatever you have to do. I get it. You got to pay the bills, so I don't want you sleeping out in the street. I get it. But it's like, it's unfortunate that you couldn't be more disciplined in those months where you made money.
Yep.
Now you're having 1 month or 3 weeks of bad time and your career's over. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, you made the bed, you fucking sleep in it. And it's
Yeah.
your fault if you shit in it.
Yeah. But I do know this. I know if that's the case, and whatever shop you're leaving in the lurch in that slow time, those other artists that are still there, you're in a 4-man shop and there's not enough money coming in and that third guy leaves. Bye. Thank you.
Yep.
They don't feel bad.
No.
And it's probably not going to be in a position where you come back in June where everything's busy and go, "Oh, hey, I'm ready to go." No, you've been replaced.
Speaking of not good enough, Million, I saw you looking something up there on your computer. Can you open Spotify
Oh,
where
boy.
we have our thing? Somehow we have 3.7 stars. Some asshole out there gave us a 1 star. I want to figure out who the fuck they are.
Speaking of which, for anybody watching this, you can email us at bteamtattoopodcast@gmail.com, and you can find us under BTeam Tattoo Podcast on Apple Music, Spotify, and YouTube. Thank you guys so much for watching today. Today we went over some stuff about slow season, how to get through it. We will be taking a break for the holidays, so Happy New Year and all that fun stuff. And in the new year, we are really excited to host some of our B Team friends. Fuck you, Million.